lobby money and how the US elite are robber barons. With hundreds of TV channels, scores of ice cream flavors, multi-cinema complexes, rows and rows of breakfast cereals, and an endless choice of pretty much everything, the USA is the land of the free. That is, until you get into politics. At this point, the choice becomes two. Yes, just two, and they are the left and right hand of the same body. Goldman Sachs fills every administration position along with many other banks. Now, this is not really what this is about. What this is about is complete corruption. The system of lobbying members of the House is in itself the most corrupt and undemocratic way to run a so-called free country. Basically, if you have the funds, then you control. If you do not, then you serve the results of the few. Long-standing members of either house have filled their banks with money from the system that is set up just to do so. It is all very simple. You, as a member of the House, announce that you are putting forward a bill that, shall we say, for example, will add tax on butter. Now, you have no belief in this bill, nor do you actually want it to pass. What you want, and will for sure happen, is to wait for the dairy industry lobbyist to arrive at your office for a chat. This, without a doubt, will happen. As the conversation goes, they will either offer you direct cash, a job for a member of your family, both, or some other beneficial offer. So the story begins. You have now gained in some way something for free. The bill that you had no interest in does not pass, and both parties are now happy. You should look at this as extortion. That's exactly what it is. It is a protection racket, nothing short of gangster movies that we've all seen. This racket can also be run in reverse. Check this out. Now, what I will do as a member of the House is offer a tax break or some other benefit to the said dairy industry. Of course, these milky cowboys of industry are super happy and in turn happy with me. But wait, this cannot keep me in the lifestyle that I'm accustomed to. This would be a one-off payment only. No. They have also arranged this. The bill passed that will give a tax break is renewable and has a term of, say, 2 or 3 years. That's right, they will have to come back to me and offer me money or again some benefit to my family for me to support the renewal of the said bill. And so it goes on and on. This is a racket. This is extortion. This is a crime. The system is owned. You are owned. It has nothing to do with black lives, gay rights, working conditions. It has nothing to do with anything at all unless it matters to them. The revolving door of politics and lobby masters just keeps on spinning with one party joining the other in a circular motion of jobs for the boys and money-making. It is so commonplace that the revolving door is now a saying in our language. When you think of oligarchs, you think of Russians, you think of Eastern Bloc countries, but you should also see the whole Western world as the same, because it is. Oligarchy, to rule or to command, is a power structure in which power rests with a small number of people. These people may be distinguished by nobility, wealth, education, corporate, religious, political, or military control. Such states are often controlled by families who pass their influence from one generation to the next, but inheritance is not a necessary condition of oligarchy. Can you think of anyone that could maybe, just maybe, fit this description? Although the influential powerhouses that line Washington's K Street are just a few miles from the US Capitol building, the most direct path between the two doesn't necessarily involve public transportation. Instead, it's through a door, a revolving door that shuffles former federal employees into jobs as lobbyists, consultants, and strategists, just as the door pulls former hired guns into government careers. While officials in the executive branch, Congress, and senior congressional staffers spin in and out of the private and public sectors, so too does privilege, power, access, and of course, money. Governments hire industry professionals for their private sector experience and their influence within corporations that the government is attempting to regulate or do business with. Also, to gain political support, donations and endorsements from private firms. Industry, in turn, hires people out of government positions to gain personal access to government officials, seek favourable legislation, regulation, and government contracts in exchange for high-paying employment offers, and get inside information on what is going on in the government. The lobbying industry is especially affected by the revolving door concept, as the main asset for a lobbyist is connection with and influence on government officials. This industrial climate is attractive for ex-government officials. It can also result in monetary rewards for lobbying firms and government contracts in the hundreds of millions for those they represent. The upshot of all this is that things change that benefit the already wealthy. They change laws that suit them. They do not change or make laws that are beneficial to the public. It is run like a business, as it is a business. Its aim is to make money for the people that already have money. In turn, it has no interest in health, safety, education, or any other form of public interest. It is a mob-like run racket. In fact, the mob is more honest in many ways about what they do. Voting has become pointless in many countries, as you are making a choice between the left and right hand of the same money-grabbing businessman. Not a lot has changed, has it? And if it has, it was because it suited them, and certainly not you. Sleep well.